In this video, I want to show you how to add or subtract fractions on your TI-83 or 84 calculator. And if you happen to have a TI-82 model, what I'm about to show you should also work on your calculator. Okay, so we're going to be using these three examples that you see over here. But before we get started, let me mention a couple of things. The first thing is that if you are adding or subtracting fractions on your calculator, since the calculator knows to follow the order of operations, you do not need to be putting parentheses around each fractions. So as I go through these examples, you're going to see that I'm not going to be using any parentheses. And again, this applies when you are adding or subtracting fractions. The second thing that I want to mention is when you get your answer in a fraction form on your TI calculator, that fraction is always going to be reduced to the lowest term. So that means that when you get your answer, you don't have to try to reduce it any further. So that's one thing that's nice about using your calculator to try to do these operations. Okay, so let's get going with the first example. The first one is an addition, 3/10 plus 1/10. Now, in order for you to enter a fraction on your calculator, you simply need to use the divide button. Oh, by the way, whatever the keystrokes that I'm going to be making, you're going to be able to see those on this side of the screen over here. So you should be able to follow easily. And also on the simulator, whatever the button that I'm going to be pressing, you're going to see that in red, just like this clear button over here. Okay, so to enter 3/10, all you need to do is to type 3, divide that by 10. And since I'm going to be adding 1/10 to that, I need to do plus 1, divide that by 10. And to get your answer, what you need to do is to press the enter button. So press enter. And you see that right now you have the answer in a decimal form. So it says 0.4 on your screen. But let's say that you need to convert this 0.4 into fraction. So before you press any other button on your calculator, this is what you need to do. So first, press the math button. So press math. And when you do that, you're going to see this menu on your screen. And the very first item on this menu says little triangle and fraction. This means that whatever the answer that you had on your calculator, it is going to convert that to fraction. So I need to choose this item. So press enter. And on your screen, you see that the answer will be converted to fraction. So what this means is that the answer, which is the very last thing that the calculator returned, which is 0.4, and that is going to be converted to fraction. So all I need to do now is to press enter one more time, and you see that the final answer is 2/5. Okay, so let's do the second example. I need to add 5/7, so 5 divided by 7. Add to that 15 over 28, so I need to press 15, divide that by 28. And if I press enter right now, I get the decimal answer 1.25. And I want to convert this answer to a fraction form, so press math. Enter one more time, and you see that the final answer is 5/4. And again, I want to remind you that the fraction answer that you get on your calculator is always reduced to the lowest term. Okay, so let's finish up with the last example. This is a subtraction, so I need to type 12, divide that by 25 minus 6, divide that by 57. And if I press enter, I get an answer in the decimal form. So to convert that to a fraction, I need to press math, enter, Enter one more time. And you see the final answer, 178 over 475. And you may not believe that, but this is actually reduced to the lowest term. Okay, so this is how you add or subtract fractions on your TI calculator.